Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. This is Penny. Nope, this is Belle. This is Belle. No, don't fly. Not in here. So I wanted to make this video. I was originally going to do this video outside in the sunshine with all of my bird babies, but it's freaking cold outside because we live here in Minnesota where it doesn't get summertime until August. So I brought outside in with me, and we have Belle to share this video with. This is my friend Belle. She's our egg-laying hen. Not quite yet. She's still a little baby. Okay. Just, there you go. Yep, there's food there for you. Have at her. All right. That was a poor choice. I thought she'd be more cooperative. We'll leave her in the background, peeping away. Today's video is going to be my Authortube Newbie Tag. I don't know if it's a rite of passage or not to be part of Authortube, but I wanted to play along. It sounds fun. So here's my Authortube Newbie Tag. I only have 3 videos out there, so I'm still absolutely considered a newbie with all 8 of my followers. Let's get to it. Question 1. Where did you find out about Authortube? You editing my book for me? I hope you're editing my book for me. That's not food. Where did you find out about Authortube? Where did I find out about Authortube? I started watching Authortube a couple years ago. I've been a silent spectator for a while now. I just launched my quote-unquote author platform in September. So I've been at this for a little over 6 months. YouTube, I just started my own channel a month ago, maybe. But I've been watching the Authortube community for a long time now. I think probably the first one I saw was Marissa Mohi, as I came across one of her several tutorial videos on Pinterest. And from her, I just dove down deep into this YouTube wormhole of all the Authortubers, and that's when I found out what Authortube even was, and I was psyched. So, got itch on my nose. So, here we are. Belle wants to come back in the video. Well, simmer down. Question 2. What genres do you write in? My current work in progress is contemporary romance, adult fiction, and that is the genre I'm working in at this moment. I have multiple genres I would like to work in. I just do one at a time. I am not a good multitasker. Upcoming genres, I have a thriller. I have a kind of an urban fantasy genre idea plucking its way around in there. I have another adult contemporary non-romance genre idea. I got all sorts. I'm just covering all the pages. I'm sure down the road you'll see a lot of horror and supernatural fiction because I am obsessed with all of those things. What is your preferred writing tense, point of view, and category of story? So right now my preferred writing tense is past tense. That's what I've had all experience in. I guess my blogs are present tense, but otherwise all of my fictional writing experience has been past tense. I like first person point of view. I know a lot of people don't like first person point of view, and I'll read anything, but I like to write in first person point of view because I find that to be easiest, for being honest. I'm a brand new writer, and first person is, I feel like, a good start. Maybe as I get more skilled in the craft, you'll see some third person, but I just don't have the confidence in that right now. And category of story, Is new adult still a category? I guess that's what I would consider my work in progress, is a new adult. They're 25-year-old adults kind of navigating the new adult world. If we don't want to call it that, then we'll just call it an adult contemporary romance. Adult fiction is kind of where I'm at. My future books are probably going to be adult fiction. I might do like a young adult down the road. I don't feel comfortable having that kind of influence on teenagers. So that's not where I'm writing right now. Are you a plotter, pantster, or plantster? Oh, itchy nose. I am, we're going to call it a plantster. I dive into my characters, and I know a beginning, middle, and end of the story, and then I just go to town. At least right now. We'll see down the road whether or not I follow that trend, or if I plan it scene by scene. I don't see myself ever planning this scene's gonna happen, then this scene's gonna happen, then this scene's gonna happen, and like write each individual scene that way. When I wrote my first draft, I didn't separate scenes at all. I just wrote beginning to end and then went in there and separated scenes. So now that I'm done with my first and second and third draft of this book, I'm finding that I'm doing a lot more planning and outlining and things like that to make sure that it's all cohesive. So most of my plotting happens after I pants the whole thing. Are you self-published, published, or yet to be published? I am yet to be published. Hopefully. I'm hopefully going to be published soon. And by soon, I mean like in the next couple of years. What publishing company, literary agent, and or printing company are you? Nope, I'm not any of them. What publishing company, literary agent, and or printing company are you represented by or use? If you're not published, what is your dream publishing house and or literary agent? Yes. I don't have an answer. I would just love to be represented by somebody wonderful. I have not done enough research yet to pick out, like, that's my top agent choice. I guess there was one agent that I did query way too prematurely, and I thought she could have been a wonderful fit, but I queried before I was even done with my final edits and got turned down. So I learned from that to be done with final edits before you ask somebody to represent you. Lesson learned. On that note of good news, I got my first rejection. 1 down, 99 to go. Some Minnesota representation would be awesome because all of my books are going to be based out of Minnesota. So if you're a Minnesota if you're a Minnesota agent and you're looking for some Minnesota material, check me out. What Authortube related videos can we expect to find on your channel? That, my friends, is a good question. I'm still figuring that out. I'm still navigating the whole world of YouTube and kind of deciding who I want to be in the world of YouTube. So you'll see probably a lot of self-discovery. I'm thinking a lot of fun and shenanigans. I have some ideas for some vlogs, some challenges. I love challenges, so I'm gonna have some vlogs, weekly, daily challenges. Some of them might just be short-term challenges. I have some ideas for those. And once I'm finished with this book, I'm going to start drafting my next book, which is going to be a really awesome twisted thriller. And I'm thinking we're going to be doing some vlogging of all of that. And so you guys can go on that journey with me. And maybe we'll incorporate some of my animals in there too. Because who doesn't love animals? Next question. When did you start writing? when I learned to put pen to paper. I mean, I was telling stories at like 3 years old. I was making up all sorts of, I was lying. I was a 3-year-old liar. I was making shit up left and right. I've always been a bit of a storyteller. I really found interest in the magic of writing in about 2nd grade when I discovered Shel Silverstein. And I got into poetry, and I thought I was going to grow up and be a poet. I'm not that magical with words. I can create stories. I can't string words together in a beautiful way. So that was nixed. But I have never lost the I did lose the passion for writing a little bit in junior high. I had a teacher that just didn't really think I was cut out for the English world, the literature world, the writing world, and so I was discouraged and lost interest in the craft until after college. Number 9, what is the first story you ever wrote? Oh boy, I have no name for this story. I wrote a book in 7th grade because in 6th grade I had an English project that I had to write a paper on this picture on the wall, and I wrote this really macabre story, and it was so fun to write. My mom loved it, and she's like, oh my gosh, I don't know what happened to that. I think I lost it. In fact, I know I got an F on that paper because it never got turned in. So I lost it before the teacher even got it. I'm so mad at myself for that because I was obsessed, because I was in love with that story. And that was like a 1-page essay. But after that, I decided to try and recreate that assignment with a painting that my mom had on the wall in our living room. And so the following year, I used that painting as like the first scene of this book that I wrote. And I wrote a whole book. It was fantasy genre that was absolute garbage. I'm pretty sure only one other person read this book, my cousin Nicole. I think she still has a copy of it. It was plagiarism of every story I ever loved. There were Lord of the Rings references. There were Harry Potter references. There was a reference to a dragon-themed book. I cannot remember the name of this book. I know that there were like slave prostitutes that had their feet chopped off, and something about taming a dragon, and I can't believe my mom let me read that book in 7th grade. Anyway, so yeah, I plagiarized a lot of books in that story. If you guys would like to see a reaction video of me reading that story to you, let me know in the comments below. Maybe we'll make that happen. What authors have inspired your writing most? Well, as I said earlier, Shel Silverstein was the first person to get me interested in the craft of writing, and I've been influenced by literally every author I've read since then. So the list could go on. Biggest influences, I'm sorry, I'm a millennial, I'm unoriginal. J.K. Rowling was right up there. Still is. She was a phenomenal writer. She created a wonderful world. Stephen King, I am absolutely obsessed with his ability to be so adaptive? To multiple genres. He's written everything from Shawshank Redemption, Green Mile, and Hearts in Atlantis to Carrie and the Pet Sematary. Let's see, who else? John Green, R.L. Stine, Dan Brown, C.S. Lewis, J.R.R. Tolkien. The list could go on and on and on. I realize I'm not really listing off original authors, but I go where the books take me. You can't fly down from here. That would be a falling with style. Don't do it. Kamikaze. Okay. Get on the table then. No? Okay. Well, then you're stuck on my arm. Picky. Do you schedule your writing sessions or simply get to writing whenever you can find time? Yes. I do both. I try to be responsible and I try to be organized and I try to schedule a whole week of these are the hours I'm going to dedicate to writing. And then I fail miserably at it and write whenever I get an opportunity to. I'm lucky enough to be able to have a lot of downtime at my day job, so I write there. I write while my husband watches movies. I write while I'm outside. Anywhere I can sneak it in. There's my first one. I love my birds. Okay. Well, that's all I have for you today. I gotta get her back out to her coop so she can get cozied in for the night. I hope you enjoyed this video and got to know me a little bit better. I look forward to seeing more of you in the future. And if you look forward to seeing more of me in the future, make sure you hit that little subscribe button down below. Down below, like that. I know how to do this, I think. She can poop on my shoulder. I'll see you later.